What's up YouTube, Playmatter here, and today I thought I'd make two videos since last week I was playing at a tournament and didn't manage to put one out. And it's going to be my second video in the series of game reviews for twos. Now, a lot of my videos will get quite high reviews because they are almost sort of like recommendations as well, so that if you are a couple or two people that play games together, then I'll be recommending games that I would review highly for you to play in your twos. Okay, so today's game is Carcassonne. Okay, so here is the game Carcassonne. Carcassonne is a really cool tile game where you place tiles and use these little characters called meeple. Who wouldn't love a game where all the little people are called meeple? So, Carcassonne is a tile placing game, and as you place these tiles, an enormous landscape is built with cities, farms, monasteries, and a lot of roads. In the briefest physical way possible, I'm just going to show you how one turn would be played. So you take a tile, okay, you have a look at the tile. Where on this map is that tile going to fit? Okay, I can see it would fit there, and continue on this city that currently belongs to the red player. This European game by Klaus-Jurgen comes with everything you need to play, including easy to follow instructions, and as you get more and more used to the game, you are able to add expansions that come with it. So this set came with the mini expansion, the River and the Abbot. Now, scoring this game throughout the game is based on when you finish something on the map. So when you finish a road, when you finish a city, when you finish a monastery, you score. And then at the end of the game, you also score. You only have a limited number of meeple, and your meeple help you score. So the more things that you score on during the game, and then the more things that you can continue to score on throughout the game, the higher your score will be, and then you can also get any points for things that you haven't completed at the end of the game. However, those meeple are then tied up in that resource until the end, and you can't then just keep scoring with them. So to give you some examples of how you score on your turn, you take a tile from the stack, okay, you have a look at the rest of the map, and okay, so here we have a monk. When you place a meeple on a steeple, on a monastery, then you get a monk. It's your monk, and you score for your monk for every tile that is connected to the monastery, including itself. So you score 9 when all 9 are completed. Now this one should fit here. Yeah, so the grass needs to touch the grass. You couldn't do it like this, for example, because there's no road there, and everything has to be able to be continued. So the tiles are restricted by where they can go based on the pictures on each tile. Okay, so now this 9 is finished, the green would come off, and then over by the scoreboard we're on 8, so we would make our way to 17, having scored 9 points as the green. Let's have a look at the next tile. We've got, okay, so here we've got some city. Now that would finish that city there really nicely. As we have 2 knights, both a red and a yellow, and nobody's managed to get 2 reds or 2 yellows on there, they score for they both score for the whole city. Now these shields give you an extra 1 point, and then you get 1 point for every tile that the city is in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So both the yellow and the red would then retrieve their yellow and red meeple, and both would increase by 13. So he'd go to 17, yellow on 4 would go to 17, and red would go to 23. I just realised as well that when we placed this tile here, this monastery was also completed, so he would score 9 points as well. Finally, we have the end of a road. Now when you place a road, you can place a highwayman on that road, and when that road is completed, you again get 1 point for every tile in that road. 1, 2, 3, and you retrieve your meeple. The end of the game comes when the stack is finished, and then you count all the points by removing every meeple on an unfinished resource. So if it was the end of the game, this black player would get 1, 2, 3 points, because there are 3. He's got a highwayman, and he's got 3 roads on his current road. And there you have it, that's a basic whistle-stop tour around the game Carcassonne, and how to score and how to play. It is very simple, and there are expansions that you can get to make it more complex once you're happy with it, and if you've given it a go. It's really good for people to play even if they've never played before, so if you've got friends over, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win because you've played this game before and you know how to play it. You know, it really is. There's a lot of luck involved because you are selecting the tiles at random. You do have to make decisions, like if you place a road, do you want to place a highwayman on it, or do you want to save your meeple for maybe some cities where you can score more points. In this game you can block people off from completing their cities, so if you place a tile that sort of obstructs them, where they have like a road and they need a tile with like 2 pieces of road and a city on it, there's, you know, quite a lot of tiles that there's very few of, and there's some tiles that there aren't any of at all. So you can actually stop people from being able to complete their cities as well. It's a really good game that factors in, you know, resource management. You've only got a certain number of meeple, and the pleasant, detailed artwork is just really nice. They're quite tactile. They feel like a good quality. They're not just something that's broken after a few times of playing with it or started to fray or chip. And now on to my review. There are 3 things I take into consideration when reviewing a game. I look at difficulty to pick the game up and understand how to play it, the skill required to win, and also the variation. And how does the game feel like it's the same game every time, or does it feel like it's a different game every time, and all of those things between. I would say that this game is very easy to play and pick up and just go for it. On the one hand, in terms of variation, you're going to get a different map every time, because obviously the tiles come out in a different order every time. You shuffle them, they come out at random, and it does look different every time. I feel like it's got just enough to keep it fresh every time you play it. However, I wouldn't say it's like a whole different game, but you can decide just how much you're going to annoy your opponent by blocking off their cities at every turn, or by actually just letting each other get on with it and build the biggest thing that you can build. So my gut feeling for Carcassonne in how good the game is for 2 people to play is a 3 out of 5. However, I must say that I am always in the mood to play this game because it's so quick and easy, and it's a really nice light game when you're tired and just fancy a bit of a nice game and don't just want to get a pack of cards out. Me and Gabby personally love deck builders with a lot more variation, and where you're going to have a different sort of game every single game you play it. However, this game could be a 5 for some people because it really does have that sort of perfect, nice and easy, relaxed, but playing a game atmosphere to it whilst you're playing as well. The game itself is inexpensive, and when teaching people how to play it, those people that we've taught how to play have wanted to play it a second, sometimes even third time. For such an inexpensive game, it really is such a great one to just buy, give it a go and see how you find it. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope this video really does reach somebody that is thinking about buying Carcassonne, and then they decide, yeah, I'm going to buy it because it sounds like my sort of thing. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, Play Matter, signing out.